Hey friends, it's Aki Dearest, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a group that everyone and their mother and their best friend's mother have heard of called BTS. Now, I've done a few videos like this in the past, such as this one where I reacted to BTS for the first time, and since then I have had a pretty growing appreciation for them, not just musically, but also just them as people and where they are in the industry and just the success that they've garnished. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions on that and things that I was curious about on why BTS was so different from everyone else. In the past, I've shared just a little bit of love for K-pop, such as 2NE1, C-Star, Big Bang, Super Junior, SHINee, all of that good stuff. But ever since then, I admittedly went on a hiatus. I wasn't really that invested into the community, but eventually, as with probably many people, this name shows up, BTS, literally on every platform that I used on social media. And so I was just wondering, okay, let me give it a shot. Now in this video, I reacted to songs submitted by fans that wanted to show me more K-pop. A lot of it was BTS and some of it was Red Velvet. And what was originally just meant to be comedic about that video turned out to be extremely eye-opening for me. And it sort of opened up this curiosity that I had for BTS. It opened up an interest not only in their music and obvious best bias, but I honestly wanted to know what was it about this group that made them so different in K-pop. Because you have this group starting from a very small company further from any other place in the world. I mean, you look at some of the awards here. So BTS won #1 album in the United States. They also got most viewed video in 24 hours, which beats Taylor Swift. Most tweeted about artists in 2017, fan favorite at iHeartRadio, and top social artist on Billboard. In my experience back then, it seemed like K-pop was always that thing that you had to go out of your way to find the community. Now, admittedly, it was still really big and heavily invested into the genre, but it wasn't really in front of your face nearly as much as it is today with BTS. It was that one thing where if you went on the internet long enough, you'd eventually come across it. Now, there's been a few occurrences where there were K-pop stars and K-pop groups that managed to get noticed overseas, but nowhere near as strongly as with this group. And just reading everything that I have, it really does just come down to social media and the way that BTS has sort of changed this norm of the K-pop industry and broken into mainstream. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone has said this, but BTS has been more connecting with their audience than most celebrities even open themselves up to. Now, BTS isn't literally sitting there replying to every single fan mail that they get. I mean, that would be just utter chaos. But I mean in the sense that they have opened their personalities from beyond what you see in a music video, the person behind the screen, which is something a lot of celebrities don't feel comfortable with or that their managers don't feel them doing in the first place. And the thing is that BTS has opened their personalities up on the internet long before that they even blew up. And the best part about this is that it wasn't even intentional, or so as the claim goes. Now, there's an article here that I'll link below that I believe puts it best on how their social media played a huge part in their success. Most artists and groups are held very tightly with their agency and managers simply just to protect their image and keep things professional to an extent. There's always been this wall between celebrity and fans, and that would be the agency. But then you get BTS, who completely changes that norm, and now it sort of feels like, you know, with their Twitter account, more like celebrity and fan. Example here is that the official Girls' Generation Twitter account has a post announcing a fan meet. It garnished over 22,000 likes, and also it's pretty obvious that this account is not really from the girls themselves, but more from the record label or the agency or whoever takes care of them. So whenever this one posted, I mean, it was more of an informative page about Girls' Generation rather than really connecting with Girls' Generation. But then you go on BTS's account and then you'll get this tweet of one of the members photoshopped into the screen painting. Best part about this is that that photo was made by a fan and they just decided to go tweet that out and share their humor with their fans. And this is stuff that they've been doing long before that they even blew up, which gained them an immense amount of respect and very dedicated fans for a very long time. Now, many of us have heard how intense the training to become a K-pop star is. You have to learn dancing, singing, different languages, then singing in those different languages. I mean, the list goes on. And for a very long time, it just showed how much power the agency had over the artist. They were the ones always calling the shots. So not only does a lot of respect go to BTS for bringing their personalities out there, but I think a massive amount of respect should also go to Big Hit for even allowing this to happen, because BTS has always done stuff like this, and Big Hit could have easily just told them, hey, tone down on the social media, we need to make sure that everything's in order. Now, I'm sure that BTS is still very much cared for their image from their agencies, but it's definitely a lot more leeway given than any other group that I've personally seen in the past. Now, this is gonna be super weird, but I've actually heard just a few people saying that Psy was the reason that K-pop is so popular. If anything, I think Psy may have planted the seed in mainstream media and also amongst a mainstream audience that probably never even knew K-pop existed. So Psy, with his song that everyone basically wanted to watch for lulz and for memes and to put in every talent show ever, I'm sure that all of them found a lot of joy watching this video, and it was one of those very rare times that I think people really opened themselves up to listening to a song that was in a different language. That's really been a huge obstacle on songs not really making it up to the top as often as they probably should. I guess you could say Psy was the Big Bang. And now with BTS, thanks to the connection that they have with their fans, Big Hit being so supportive of the way that BTS presents themselves in public, they have been continuously backed up by a fandom that has always been there for them, and probably will for a very long time. Now, whenever the time comes that BTS fades away from relevancy and is put into a hall of fame for people to remember them by, I think, if not already, there will be more celebrities, more mainstream celebrities even, that will break out of their shell and people will get to see and put back the humanity onto the celebrity, because for a very long time, celebrities have always been advertised with the glam, the fashion, and the luxury, and the sex appeal, and it seems like that was the person they are. But now you've got Will Smith vlogging it up and you realize of who he is as a person. So that's sort of like the new idea that's coming in nowadays that I think more mainstream people are starting to see, especially when you get social media stars that can bring impressive amount of traffic to an event just as much as probably any other Hollywood star could bring. So that's where I think we are right now, but let me know in the comment section down below of what you guys think of BTS's success, what this means for other celebrities as well. Do you think that this is something that more celebrities should open themselves to, such as sharing their personalities, being like Will Smith and vlogging? But I appreciate you guys for watching, and subscribe to my channel for more anime and otaku related content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!